You know, during his working vacation down here in South Florida, President Trump has been relatively quiet, but that all changed in this one-on-one talk with the reporter, where the president hit on everything from the special counsel to North Korea to one of his biggest priorities come 2018. This morning, that impromptu interview with the New York Times, giving a glimpse at how the president sees the special counsel's Russia investigation. It makes the country look very bad, and it puts the country in a very bad position, he said, though the president did not demand Robert Mueller stop his inquiry. Quote, the sooner it's worked out, the better it is for the country. Insisting 16 times there was no collusion between his campaign and Moscow, the president tells the Times, Mueller's investigation doesn't bother me because I hope that he's going to be fair. I think that he's going to be fair. Those comments in contrast to some Republicans who have spent the holidays casting doubt on the Department of Justice by, for example, describing them disparagingly as the deep state. There are those who look at comments like the ones that you're making and say Republicans are working to essentially try to discredit the Department of Justice and thus discredit the Russia investigations. Is that not what you're doing?
No, I don't want to discredit them. I would like to see the directors of those agencies purge it.
The president reiterating, regretfully, it seemed, that it was too bad his Attorney General, Jeff Sessions, recused himself from the Russia investigation. And in perhaps a revealing comparison, praised former Attorney General Eric Holder because he protected President Obama, totally protected him, adding, quote, I have great respect for that, I'll be honest. Over his working vacation, President Trump has mostly hunkered down either at his Mar-a-Lago resort or at his golf club. And that's where he spent a half hour at lunchtime talking with the Times reporter, alone, no staff. For the first time, the president explicitly acknowledged he has been soft on China on trade, as the White House encourages Beijing to pressure North Korea to stop its nuclear weapons program. President Trump explaining that's because the only thing more important to me than trade is war. And on one of the president's top priorities come 2018, his $1 trillion infrastructure plan, he tells the Times, I actually think we can get as many Democrat votes as we have Republican. So lots of topics for the president in that interview, and another one on Twitter where he talked climate change and seemed to take a swipe at that Paris Climate Accord. The president tweeting, in the East, it could be the coldest New Year's Eve on record. Perhaps we could use a little bit of that good old global warming that our country, but not other countries, was going to pay trillions of dollars to protect against. Bundle up. Experts say you can't really link local weather in one area to climate change overall. And by the way, NASA says 2017 is set to be the second hottest year ever for planet Earth. Wow. Greg, Chanel, back to you.
Hallie, before we let you get out of here, tell us a little bit more about these unexpected guests that I saw that you had yesterday on your MSNBC show. What happened?
Oh, no. Oh, I had no idea. This is a moment, as you're watching, that kind of went viral, I guess. You can see it over my shoulder there. A real-life Jurassic Park episode. I found out during the commercial break that we had 3 T-Rexes fighting behind us, and I guess people on Twitter noticed I got kind of blown up, but it was definitely, I don't know, there's probably a metaphor for 2017 in there somewhere.
You know what? You're probably right.
Hallie Jackson there in West Palm Beach, Florida for us this morning. You be careful down there.
I will. Thank you.
Hello, Today fans. Thanks for checking out our YouTube channel. Subscribe by clicking that button down there and click on any of the videos over here to watch the latest interviews, show highlights, and digital exclusives.